Andrew loves a boat.
It's my favorite. On the water is where I would like to die.
You're Christopher Cross.
Or have sex.
Yeah, that would be great.
Or make a porno.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Guys, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It can be easy to ignore our social battery and spread ourselves thin, especially with social gatherings picking up after the winter. So what are the right amount of socializing? What is it for you, and how do you recharge? Therapy can give you the self-awareness to build a social life that doesn't drain your battery.
Yeah.
Find the social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/DPT today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DPT.
Guys, it is no secret. I am all in on Faherty's well-crafted clothes and laid-back vibes. And if you're new to the brand, I got to check out their Movement collection. They are incredible. Jay, you're wearing the Movement pants. If you don't know who Faherty is, they are a family-built, values-driven brand that crafts clothes for life's great moments, whether it's an all-day surf session, road trip with your family, or a bonfire at the beach. These guys have the clothes for you.
Agreed. For listeners of our shows, Faherty brand is offering 20% off your first order when you enter the promo code 20DPT at checkout. Go to Faherty brand, FAHERTY brand.com/DPT
and check them out. Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of
Dumb
People Town. Population U. Population Youngblood.
Hey, everybody.
Andrew Youngblood. What's up,
Oh, I
dude?
can do it.
Yeah, there he is. Get your finger out of his
I'm
shot.
just pointing myself out.
He's pointing to
I
himself.
know, but earlier when we were doing the Dumb People Town, I was trying to see if I
Hey.
could hit all three
Who's
cameras.
got 2 thumbs in Youngblood and a new special coming out? This guy, over
You
here.
do the double point like that.
Yeah,
Dude,
do that.
What's that mean?
I don't know. I'm pointing at the two of you, and I can
Hook 'em
point here.
horns.
Oh, I get you.
You're from Texas. Hook 'em
He doesn't
horns.
give a shit about that.
I don't really.
He doesn't.
I'm not.
He doesn't.
I like sports, but I'm not I'm just not a college. It's a college.
Wait,
sport,
really
right?
quick, just for fun. Tell them what you did for the NFL playoffs very shortly. Because
well,
you're a fucking crazy
The
person.
Houston Texans. And the Houston
So-
Texans were good when no
okay.
one thought they were good.
Watch this.
This is an hour before the Texans game.
Sure.
Right? The playoff. There was a wild card weekend, right?
Yep.
And I don't know what I was going through, but I go, I think I want to do something crazy this weekend. So an hour in,
What I was going through.
I call my friend. I go, hey, man, do you want to go to a playoff game this weekend? He goes, it's like about to start. I go, well, I'll just go on Game Time and grab them.
Thank you, Game Time, who
shout out Game
supports.
Time.
Shout out to them. They support us.
we get the tickets. We go.
You get tickets.
And
Wait,
easy.
it's Houston.
Easy. And
It's Houston.
and so we get there. I missed the first quarter.
2 people
but
probably had
then,
heart attacks and
you
couldn't
know,
get their tickets.
The Texans murder them. It's killer. It was awesome. Right?
Incredible.
And on the way to the game, I go, I have this idea. And he goes, what is it? I go, what if we go to a game today?
Because it's Saturday.
We drive to Dallas. We go to the Dallas game tomorrow.
What?
Then we hop on a plane. We go to Buffalo. And we watched the Buffalo game because the Buffalo game had
Got
been
moved to
postponed
Monday.
one day.
Yeah.
Because
So
of
I
the
went
snow.
Because of the
I
snow.
went to every single
people
game.
who want to travel into a blizzard.
Yeah, I did.
So Andrew
I got stuck there for a day,
Andrew
too.
went Texans Saturday, Cowboys Sunday, which
Watch
was a
them
huge
lose.
disappointment
That was
because that's
pretty
his
bad.
number one
That's
team.
my team.
That's your
But
team. Oh,
he's
shit.
from Rochester, so Buffalo is his secondary team.
Ooh, yeah. And you get to watch them lose.
Then
No,
he-
they won.
Oh, they won.
They won that. They won. They lost the next one.
Wait, but here's the thing. This story tells me one thing and one thing only.
I am manic.
I don't have kids.
I do have kids.
What are you talking about?
He's got kids.
Andrew's got 2 kids.
I've got 2 kids.
So then,
I have a very forgiving wife.
Andrew, it's Dumb People Town. Going to a game that is already being moved because
Because
of
of
a
snow.
blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you get there, how was it? Did you just sit on snow?
It was
that was the
crazy.
snow game.
It
Yes.
was snow everywhere because they were like hiring people to clean out
walk
the field.
through
Yeah,
the
people-
rows.
I thought there was a deal where people paid to be
do
able
you
to
even
shovel
have?
it.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
you live in Houston. It's never ever that cold there.
Never.
Do you
Never.
even have snow gear to like?
Oh no. So
you're wearing, like, penny loafers.
I go to Walmart. I buy boots. I buy gloves. It's not enough.
No.
I freeze my ass
Also,
off.
going to Walmart, perfect for Dumb People Town.
I
It's not enough.
Bought
Could
an
be
air
the-
gun.
By the way,
It
it's
was
not
so
enough.
cold.
Could be the the Buffalo Bills story. It's not enough.
It was so cold that I literally watched.
It's so cold.
I watched my water bottle freeze in front of me. It was in my hand and it's freezing.
I watched my dreams slip away.
It was wild.
Should we jump in? This is
So
crazy.
Andrew's not afraid to do dumb shit.
My balls shrivel up. It was so cold. So, all right, we're going to get into the story because that's dumb. That's a perfect.
He gets it.
You know how, like, when it is this cold and we've all lived in cold
It's like
weather.
you started the car while we were still in the house.
So you got to goose it a little bit.
We say it every show. The Andrew's getting dumber, and we are here to just make jokes
He
about
just goosed this show. All right, you ready? This
Yes.
is sent in by Matthew Friedman at
Not Your Average Matt.
And it's AVG.
You know you send in a lot when you've reached.
We
Wait,
all-
you guys all know this?
Yes.
You know this guy.
Well, we
Yeah.
have people. People go on Twix, Twitter X, and they send us. They send us stories from their
Like,
local stuff.
they're out there
I
finding.
also have
They're
dreams.
looking.
I also have dreams that productivity for people who love this show, productivity at their department and their job is so low because I want them just being like, yeah, fuck it, I hate my job. I'm
Dan,
going to spend an hour.
do you
looking
know
for
how
dumb
much
people telling
time
stories.
you waste just scrolling through shit late at night?
Oh, yeah.
These people are just
And
they're
God
like,
bless them.
They're like
God bless
looking
them.
for us.
So they go to Twitter at Daniel Van Kirk at Sklar Brothers #Dump People Town. They send it. We have a few people who are they're diehard. They are fucking senior editors for the Dumb People Town Gazette.
Wow.
And they
So
send it,
this
and
is a crazy
Matt's one.
story. There is like one moment in that I don't love. I'm just going to say from the get-go.
Trigger warning, you're saying, or just you don't like it? Someone.
Triggery, but like
Okay.
it's
so crazy. I have a trigger warning for my story.
shake it
Out of
shake it,
grossness.
triggery. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Here is the headline.
Okay.
So this was from last September. Partiers on Nantucket yacht had been making pornographic films before Doc's arrest. Doc being a doctor who owned the Nantucket yacht.
So before a doctor got arrested, they made
Pornographic films on a Nantucket yacht. There once was a
Probably
yacht from Nantucket.
Is it illegal
And
to
a
make?
He
doctor-
said, "Let me hold this camera while you fuck it." Was there what?
Is it illegal to make porn on a boat?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I think
So he's
You
getting
on the
arrested
boat?
for something.
Have you ever
else.
seen the show
Gotta be
Below
something
Deck?
else.
Yeah.
Below deck.
The party
Great
yacht
porno.
of the retired doctor who was busted for drugs and guns
Right.
played host to a weekend of porno filming, according to a newly
This is what
obtained
I don't like.
document.
They-
Isn't this
they
a
need to
Warren
call-
Zevon song?
They need to They need to call it amateur sex films.
Yeah.
Because I don't think these people are sex workers. I don't think this is professional.
I don't think
pornography.
they got everyone to sign a release. I
Yeah,
mean,
what was it
people. There
filmed
was a release
Yeah,
on there, but
yeah. What were you gonna say?
What's it filmed on? If it's cell phone, that's not real.
But you're like,
You
if they
get
have a
you get
black
out the black
5D.
magics. You get out the black
5D,
magics.
I
You're
know.
good. Yeah,
Any
that's unreal.
comic who. All right, so here it is. The Dana document that revealed more details about the salacious case.
Okay.
Authorities raided Scott Burke's yacht.
Dr. Burke's.
How big was Scott Burke? Scott Burke's yacht is so big. How big is Scott?
It wasn't me. It was a 3-armed man.
I did not kill my wife.
No, I did not have sex with my wife. I was cocked.
How big is Scott Burke's yacht? This is like again. This,
Oh, they say?
Oh yeah, they tell you how
42
long
feet.
it is. 42 feet.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are we dealing with?
I'm thinking
Andrew?
75
yacht.
foot. If
75.
it's a raid, sounds like there's like 15 people.
By the way,
come in.
Dan, can I just tell you that Andrew wins the description of a yacht because you said 45 feet.
42.
He
42
gave
feet.
42 feet. He gave a I know yacht length type description. I'd say 75 foot.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been on a yacht.
You
Yeah,
know,
but also
he went the singular.
also referred to it in the,
Foot.
he also referred to it in the female persuasion. I'd say she's probably that's how you know you're talking to a boat person.
I like a boat.
85, 90
You-
foot.
Andrew, actually-
She's 75 foot.
Andrew loves a boat.
It's my favorite. On the water is where I would like to
You're
die.
Christopher
I
Cross.
love
Or
water.
have sex.
Yeah. That would be great.
Or
make a
Christopher-
porno.
Or
retire as a
You're
doctor.
You're
I'll do all
David
those
Crosby.
things.
You're
I'm doing all that after this.
Wait. You don't get seasick at all?
No, I love it. There's something about the water. It's like calming to me.
Dude,
I don't.
I get sick.
I get on a boat and I'll I always rent them because I'm pretty poor. And
Well, it's also even if you were rich, I would say great call.
By the way,
yeah.
great call. You don't have to moor it.
Yeah,
You don't have to
exactly.
dock it. You don't have to clean it.
Ask Latrell Sprewell how owning a yacht turned out.
Well, you know what
for
they
him
say
in
about owning a
Wisconsin.
boat? The 2 days that you love it most are the day you buy it and the day you sell it.
Right.
That is literally the thing about owning a boat.
Damn it.
Andrew and I have done a cocktail cruise in Hawaii when we did Waikiki.
About 75 foot. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's literally how he said
I think
it.
she's coming in at 75
Jay,
foot.
what do you think?
60 foot.
Okay. Get your answers in.
Can I just do it first before anybody else?
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen at some point in this story. It doesn't have context, but I want to be the first one. We're going to need a bigger dick. Okay. At some point, someone's making that joke.
Someone filming
I
made
want
that.
it to be me.
I needed bigger dick. All right. Scott Burke's.
Open up your jaws.
Scott Burke's yacht, 82 foot.
Wow,
Mama
pretty
Joe.
close.
What did you
Pretty
say?
close.
I said 60 foot.
It's called the Jess Con.
Okay.
Jess Con.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I
He
have no
tricked a
idea what
woman
that is.
named Jeff.
Yeah, that's where he got the
Or,
money.
or CONN is Connecticut.
That's what he gets
All right.
arrested
I only con women named Jessica.
Jess Con.
And
That's
this
how it
book commemorates that.
On September 5th, after they notified by a man whose female friend was on the boat and called him over FaceTime. This is the thing that bothered me.
Okay.
Citing the Nantucket Police Department for a search warrant that, like, you got to get out here. There's some crazy stuff going on this boat, is what this woman.
Yeah.
She told the male friends they were doing drugs all weekend long.
Yeah.
And so...
What a narc.
She's kind of a narc. People
Party
on the boat
pooper.
had been making, and she said people on the boat had been making pornographic films. I just love that she's still getting service.
To be fair,
This is a jealous lady. That's
well,
what's going
I will
on
say
here.
though, to be fair, if you signed up for just a party as we all think about it, and it turns into sex hardcore drug party, you have nowhere to go, and that does suck. Because most parties you could go, oh, not my scene, I'm leaving. She was
But
like,
you can't. You're
I'm
stuck.
on a boat.
True,
It's
however.
it's like the Always Sunny, the implications.
Yes.
Right? You can't do it.
So you
'cause
can't
of the
have it.
implications.
True, however, if you don't know who this guy is and you're getting on a boat, I'd say, like, you got to be a little more careful than that to be like, I'm getting on a boat.
well, so a townie and a pen pal offered me the opportunity to go
On a boat?
to go swim in a cage with great white sharks.
That sounds awesome.
Now, I agree.
See, he loves it.
I agree. I would do it. Here's the deal. It takes a day and a half to get to where they are
Yeah.
and a day and a half back. And as Randy's saying, to me, and this is nothing against the townie. They may be awesome, wonderful,
sure they are.
porno filming, drug using people
Gotta
that I would love.
Spend
okay?
a day, retired doctors.
But I'm like 3 days
Yep.
on a boat. That's already hard for me with my claustrophobia.
yeah, Dan, you know your limits.
There you go. And I don't know these people. I don't know anybody. So you're right.
They could feed you. They could
so
open the shark valve.
You want to go to a party at a bar? Go. But you're right. This is very true. That if it's on a boat, you need to have a better grasp on
bit of an
who
escape hatch.
you're going with
Yeah,
the boat
yeah.
with.
Like if you know the guy, you gotta know
But
that
can
this
I-
guy's got guns and drugs.
But what if, like, you want to come on my boat? It's my friend. He's a doctor. He's a partier. You're gonna love it. That's still not enough for a boat.
Is a
Unless you're willing
retired
for
doctor?
Who
any
is this
party.
guy?
A retired doctor?
Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Burr.
Let me hang out with this 78-year-old
How many
guy.
foot is his boat?
Well, listen to me.
82 foot.
I also think there is a scenario where there's sex going on, and she's like, "Can I jump in on that?" And they're like,
No,
we're good. We only have."
But guys, remember when
Then she rats him
and
out.
she rats him out. She's like, "I'm not being included. They're doing it. This isn't a
I don't
three-way
think that's
scene."
what happened. I think she probably maybe had some drugs and was like, "Oh God, they're filming sex stuff here. I want to get off. I don't
Literally.
I don't
wanna
want
get off.
I don't
wanna
wanna
get off."
Yeah.
The drugs used aboard the JessCon included. You want to guess?
I mean, heroin, coke,
Coke
Molly,
for sure. It's a
coke for
boat.
sure,
Molly.
ecstasy,
Yep, good call.
Adderall, and
liquor.
Fentanyl.
ketamine.
Oh.
Coke is the most boat drug there is,
Right?
I think, right?
You do coke
For
on a
sure.
boat.
On a yacht, that's where you're
That's
doing
how.
it.
That's
Yeah.
how it got to you.
You don't see
By
a lot
boat.
of like people just smoking weed on a yacht.
Dude,
That's
Coke
not-
on a boat could be the
You're on a
name.
sailboat.
It's the new Pope on a Rope. It's the new Elf on a Shelf for like
Coke
degenerates.
on a boat.
Coke on a boat.
Did you
Coke on a
move the coke on a boat? They're going to wake up and it's going to be in the same spot.
Where's
You got-
my Coke? It's Coke on a boat.
Move the pile of coke on
Were
the
you
boat.
a bad boy last night?
Put it up near the steering wheel. Kids are going to wake up.
On a boat.
The Coke
it's
on a
the
boat.
Elf on a
The
Shelf for a 28-year-old degenerate
Also,
Wall
it
Street
would really
banker.
greatly increase the craziness of the next morning of what the coke did.
Where's my Coke? Where's my Coke? Where's my Coke? It
Look.
moved in the middle of the night.
Oh,
It
honey,
moved.
get up, get up. Oh, look, the Coke started a business plan that they'll never invent.
The Coke. Do you know the Coke drove us 50 miles off course? It's right by the steering wheel. Was it there last night?
No.
I
They
put it
aired
right
it?
over here. Well, it moved. It moved. That's the magic of the yacht Coke. Several prostitutes were also on the yacht, sources previously told the car. All right, so if you
Sex
go,
workers.
if you show up and you see sex workers on the boat and it's
What
not
if
the
you
Super
didn't know?
Bowl,
What if you didn't know?
You didn't know they're sex workers?
what do you
or
do?
You didn't know they were going to be there.
What do you do for a
didn't know.
living?
I'm
an internet
self-employed.
model.
Burke, who is, and we'll get
So
to
am
his
I.
we'll get to his age later.
because it is so appropriate, was arrested in Nantucket Harbor on drug trafficking, weapons charges. Like, hey, if you're going to go have a pornographic, drug-filled thing, maybe make sure all the guns are registered.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You don't need every scene from Boogie Nights.
Where is Nantucket?
It's off of like it's near Martha's Vineyard and the Cape. Yeah. It's the Cape.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, not Cape Canaveral. That's down in Florida.
It's like the show Wings.
Right. So on drug trafficking and weapons charges after cops found a trove of guns and hard drugs on the luxurious lot. When police initially tried to talk with the married father, he was extremely uncooperative.
Both those things don't matter.
Literally. If he's not with his wife,
sort of false equivalency. I would say this is dumb writing. There are so many people who enjoy wild, crazy sex.
That was definitely a dig, though.
Yeah,
Dan's
that's
right.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many people who enjoy insane, crazy, wild sex and still know how to make lunch for their kids. Right. Like there are people that are like, and then also to go married. There's so many people who are married that do insane, crazy sex together.
No, Dan, I think
or separate, and they don't. The partner's cool.
I think what they're saying is that the wife wasn't here. Exactly. She was not here for He was extremely uncooperative and was placed in handcuffs and detained due to his behavior, the police said in an affidavit obtained by a local outlet. He told officers that the woman who overdosed,
Well, now we have a problem.
Had been working for him only a few weeks and that her female friend was also staying on the boat. Hey, if your boss says come on the boat and do drugs, don't do it. The former doctor, He's
retired?
He's retired. What's he doing now?
Hey, use that later for age guess, guys. Use that later for age.
Wait, but who's working for him now?
Yeah, what is he doing that he now has employees?
Guys, the answer is whores.
Yes,
that's
right.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he has a production company, guys.
That's right. He's making boat porn. Where's my Coke? It's on the boat. The former doctor denied. Okay, so hold on. He told officers.
Boat porn, so hard to get your rhythm.
Former doctor initially denied knowing that illegal drugs were on the yacht. So he's like,
good call.
What illegal drugs?
Sure.
I didn't see anybody. You know, people were acting a little weird, but that's just maybe they were seasick.
Yeah.
And the two women also denied that they were aware of illegal drugs, although one of them claimed she had a prescription for Adderall.
Get in line, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, a search of the yacht. Now we're going to find out how much was in it. Now we're going to find the coke on the yacht.
How much?
Coke on the boat.
Okay.
How many grams of cocaine? Coke on the boat. How much?
Well, it sounds like this party consisted of what? Somewhere between 6 and 8 people?
Right, it's a handful of people.
How much coke do you
gaggle.
need? How much boat coke do you need?
How much is a gram? That's just like the little bag, right?
A gram is like
That's just like the little bag.
Like the one you find on a bar floor, right?
Yeah, I've seen that at
That's
a bar
a gram.
before.
Yeah,
I've heard about that.
You shake it. You shake it like this, and
Polaroid picture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Is this crazy? 20 grams?
I don't know.
I'm thinking that's low.
Yeah. So what do you?
You're
think?
gonna go a kilo? You going full K, dude?
I mean, not me ever, but I've seen people do a whole.
Yeah, you're right. I went to a bachelor party and they had a pile of coke.
Yeah,
I mean, a little, like
mound,
this
a mountain.
much a mound.
So I'm
Mound's
thinking
bar worth of coke.
A science fair volcano size of coke.
Yes, a small one where the kid's gonna get a C+.
A Benihana onion.
Yes, that size.
Lit up onion
that
tower
is a
of coke.
perfect description of the size of coke.
Of the boat coke?
Yeah,
Coke
and then
on a
they
boat.
toss a little coke into your mouth and you have to catch it.
He tosses a little bit into his own pocket.
So I don't know what that. I'm still going 20 because I don't know.
Do we know how long the cruise is, or the?
I think it was a 3-hour cruise.
tour.
Okay, all right. 3 hours.
No, I think it was more than that.
It's got to be like a day. I'm with you.
Yeah,
2 days, 6, 8 people. Let's go with. I'm going 50.
50 grams. What do
50
you
grams.
think?
So I was going to
Maybe
say
100.
a pound, but that's not how they're measured.
No.
So I'm going to say a full kilo.
So 60. Oh yeah, a full kilo.
of
I don't know
coke.
how much that is.
I just go with their description.
Aaron, you got to help.
100
Tell me how
grams.
much a
I'll
whole
say
kilo-
100 grams.
100 grams. Okay. Get your answers in down.
We need to start a Dumb People Town corrections department.
I know. You ready? How many grams of cocaine was found on the boat? 43 grams of cocaine.
Whoa!
I'm gonna look at
Andrew knows
I know about boat life.
how to party.
He loves
I know about boat
boats.
life.
He
Yeah,
loves
dude.
boats. All right, how many grams of ketamine just for the fun of it?
You don't need more than 10, right?
Right. So is that we say 10?
I'll
What do you
go
think?
11. I'll go
11?
Spinal
I
Tap.
didn't know you could mix those. I thought people die. If
Yeah.
Well,
No,
you
no.
can't. But the thing is there's a
Some
whole
people are
menu
doing
here.
one.
Gotcha.
Although I'm sure you probably can. Who knows?
How many grams of coke in a kilo? Yeah.
You want to guess?
1,000? 1,000. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So how many?
ketamine, I think it's got to be less. We're going.
Yeah.
I'm going 20 grams of ketamine.
20 grams. You said 11. How many do you use?
I mean,
How many? What do you normally go through in a day?
I go through when it's like during the school year.
If it's a weekend, or are you talking like a weekday versus a weekend?
Long weekend. Okay.
Long weekend.
What are you going with?
Boat trip. I'm going to say 30 grams.
Okay, get your answers in. 14 grams of ketamine.
Hey,
Daniel Van Kirk.
Pretty good.
I know my kata.
A 380 pistol, 3 30-round 9mm magazines in case pirates come on the boat.
Yeah.
And like that's for when you're paranoid and you think this guy's trying to steal your amount of coke.
Pirates
coke.
still exist. I'm just saying.
And a 12-round magazine in a 9mm pistol, according to the police report. Multiple rounds of ammo were also found on the yacht's
This is too many guns.
bedroom
It didn't
floor.
sound like that many guns.
I think
Honey,
you said
what?
3.
Where are my
Earlier-
slippers? They're right underneath all the ammo on the floor.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Earlier, they described it as a trove of guns, and that seems like way more than 3.
3.
Right?
Well, maybe they were
This seems
taking
like
a trove
low.
of drugs and
This
guns.
is where it's weird. Burke, whose lawyer said he has terminal cancer, allegedly admitted that the firearms were his. So he's going out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
He told police he has a license to carry, but authorities said that he had a license to carry in Florida, and it expired September 2022.
Okay. I'm all for responsible gun ownership, but much like drinking and driving,
Don't
any
bring the
drugs and
guns
driving,
near the mound of coke.
Don't
the boat
drugs and
coke.
guns. Never. Those don't even bring guns to any party.
Did you not watch Scarface? Okay.
All right.
How he posted bail. How much was the bail?
$80,000.
What do you think?
200,000.
What do you think?
50.
One of you is exactly right.
Oh.
So do you think it? Now we
Yeah,
can
you
play
get
the
to
game.
stay. You get to play the game.
Either stay or go to someone else's if you think that they're a little
I'm
bit better.
staying with
What'd you
mine.
say?
200. What'd you say?
80K.
80. You said 50.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay.
I'm going to stay with me,
I
too.
think he's a doctor, and they were nice to him.
Okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's not
First offense?
Yeah, probably. Does it say?
Get your answers
Guns
in. I don't
and
know his
drugs,
first
though.
offense, but he posted bail, $200,000. I'm glad that he
Jay
stayed.
knows this.
Jay knows
I know about bails.
He pled. He pled or pleaded? They say pleaded.
Pled.
but I think it's pled. He pleaded not guilty. That's what it said. To the drug and gun raps. Burke, who has homes in Florida and Colorado, previously ran a spine and rehabilitation clinic. Online records show.
love
Dan,
that.
you could have loved him.
Yeah.
Lay on your stomach.
found-
Lay on your stomach, and I'll do some things.
He
to your
then
backside.
founded. This is where he founded Injury Finance, a Colorado-based medical insurance company that provides lien services for third-party liability claims about 2 decades ago, according to his LinkedIn profile. I'm going to show you a picture of the boat just so you can see it. Whoa!
Nice boat.
The
Really?
boat, right?
I don't think it looks great.
this guy knows
I don't
boats.
love it. I don't like the yellow underneath.
I'm
It
going to
looks
show you the
kind of
picture
old.
of the
and
doctor
yellow.
with his wife who wasn't on the boat and their dog.
Okay.
She looks fun.
She
Bring her on
does
the
look
boat,
fun.
dude.
Why? Let her come on the boat.
Who's gonna watch the kids?
I'm going to show you a picture of this guy who was apparently on the boat, and he just is surrendering.
Wow.
I don't know if that's the captain.
He's got an American flag on his shirt.
Before we started seeing these pictures, we did think that they were a lot cooler, right?
This guy looks like,
they look.
there's the doctor. He was taken. He looks like he was taken right off the boat.
I did think they were cooler, but the exact same shade of skin color.
Dan, all right. So in Ratatouille, the movie, the message of the movie is anyone can cook.
That's a message of Breaking Bad.
That's the message of Breaking Bad, and that's also the message of this.
Anyone can make a porn.
Anyone can do drugs,
And anyone can shoot a porn.
Right.
Anyone can have guns.
By the way, if anyone was on that boat and they didn't want to be on that boat and they OD'd or they felt like something bad was
That's
happening,
the
to them,
horrible part of
This
this.
is what I don't like. So I'm just going to put that out there. And I don't like it. I'm glad this guy got caught. I'm glad he got busted.
Right.
I'm glad
she
sad
got
that he's got terminal cancer. We're going to get out here on this.
How old?
Crazy Nantucket doctor, retired doctor who had a boat and then went on
House in Colorado, house in Florida.
House in Colorado, how Florida. How old is this crazy Nantucket?
I know
doctor?
my guess,
Retired
and I
doctor.
feel like you or you are going to say it first, but I will defer to our guests.
I'm gonna go. That picture looked pretty old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 70.
70. Okay,
Ooh.
go ahead.
I'm going to go 72.
Okay.
Dan Tuckett.
Dan
I'm gonna
Tuckett.
say
Dan Tuckett was
a
also
great-
the name of the porn. Dan Tuckett.
Sure.
Great drag queen name.
Dan Tuckett.
Dan Tuckett is a great drag queen name. Or Nantucket.
Yeah.
Nantucket
better,
is a
yeah.
better drag
That's-
queen
yeah,
name.
that's-
Fran
yeah.
Tuckett.
Dude, and she just talks like this.
Yeah.
Dude,
You're not going to believe where I put my penis.
I tucked it so
You're
down.
not going to believe this is
Dude, my
Nantucket.
balls are down there too.
I stuck it up.
I'm gonna say 68.
68 years old. Okay. 2 of you are 1 year off.
Wow, it's 71, baby.
No, 69, dude. That's the number.
Sorry.
What do you
Damn
think?
it.
69, bro.
I almost
71.
guessed 69 just because.
So do you want to
71.
go? And you had 70. Do you want to go down to 69? 69 is a fun number for this guy and the porno he's
There
shooting.
is no world in which he does not go.
Yeah, I'll go down to 69.
Okay.
I'm going down to 69.
Get your answers in, Townies, because he is 69. Yay! 69, dude. All right, there you go.
He doesn't look great for 69.
No, he don't. Story number 1 down in the books. DVK, you've got story number 2. When we come back,
We'll hear about Andrew Youngblood
and what we have going on and his special and all that stuff. It's Dumb People Town with we've got Youngblood in here. We're talking about old cocaine and old guys doing okay. Youngblood. Andrew Youngblood. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, gang, welcome back to the show. Andrew Youngblood is our guest. We're very happy to have him.
Where are you guys going?
We're going to be in Minneapolis at the Acme Comedy Company, which is fantastic. Our buddy Nate Abshire, who we love, is featuring for us. Our friend Wendy Mayberry, who's so funny and sweet, she's going to host it. That is April 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then at the end of April, or the middle of April, really, it's like this
2 weeks later.
17th, 18th, 19th, we'll be at Moon Tower Comedy Fest. And then in the middle of May will be at the Jordan Landing Wise Guys, which is kind of around Salt Lake City, which I love Keith Stubbs. Love that
Keith
dude.
Stubbs. Shout out Keith Stubbs.
He's done this show before.
Yes.
So a great comic too, and a really good radio guy. So Keith Stubbs are going to do his club in Jordan Landing, which it's been a while since we've been out to that club. Psyched to do that, and psyched to see all of our Salt Lake City people. And then Taggets will be doing those at Largo and at the Comedy Store. Dan, you should hop on another one soon, especially when you're up doing your new material and getting into the new stuff.
Already started.
So I love that stuff. Andrew, you have a new special coming out. When can people see it? Where
March
can people see it?
28th. It's coming out. It was produced by Mark Norman. He's putting it out on his YouTube.
Great.
So it's kind of weird pitching someone else's YouTube, but Mark Norman's
it's a
YouTube,
channel,
follow
dude.
it. It's
That's
a
the
channel.
channel it's on.
But it's coming out on March 28th. Super excited. It's called I'll Tell You This. And I've been working years on it, and Dan was actually there at the filming. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Did you film it at your place?
We filmed it at the Secret Group. We
Amazing.
did 4 shows. All
In
of
the
them
big
sold
room?
out. We did the small room. It's a really cool room for comedy.
I love the small room. I was
Small
going
room's
to
my
say.
favorite. Yeah.
So we've done both rooms.
Box.
And
It's
yeah.
the box. Baby.
I love that room.
It's intimate and sweet. And did you feel like the taping went well the way you wanted it to?
Yeah, it was my first taping of aside from like one camera kind of thing.
Right.
So we had a whole crew there, and then it was like it
He had
was,
an amazing crew.
yeah. The only thing I was weirded
Shout
out
out
the
John
entire time. Yeah, he was great. The only thing I hated about the whole experience is there's something weird about having makeup put on you to do a special, and I'm like, this doesn't look like me. Like you look at your mirror in the mirror, you're like, this looks fake. This is
But
too
then
hot.
you look
But
at
then
it
you look at it on camera and it looks good.
and it looks normal.
See?
Yeah.
That's
But,
how, the lights
yeah.
and things like that. It's like that's the thing.
But the whole time I've been like self-conscious. It's like you had too much makeup on. You're going to look crazy on there. But
I'm sure it looks
very excited.
amazing. So
the great thing. So Andrew did 4 shows, and he throughout the course of it, because it's Houston's one of the biggest cities in the country, about to pass Chicago, actually.
Wow.
But it's also it feels like a smaller city, a small community.
especially the comedy
and so there were people, and it's a special. There's like people coming out. Andrew was like doing crowd work, unintentional. Like it just sort of like came about with people who were just sort of in the show. Some of the funniest stuff. I don't know if it's going to make it into the final. If you're going to release that stuff separate.
A lot of it
great
did.
special. Andrew and I have been doing shows together. My first 2 tours were really a credit to Andrew and all the people he knows throughout the country.
Yeah.
I've watched him build this hour. I've watched him put this hour together. People take the time, go to Mark Norman's YouTube channel, check out I'll Tell You This. There's
a great way to
reason I
support.
spent 2 nights, 4 shows opening for this guy because it was worth my time. It's worth yours too.
Yeah, I love it. Yep. So
Amen.
that's coming out on March 28th. We'll make sure this drops right around that time so that
Perfect.
people know and they can like just immediately go and check that out. Again, I'll tell you this on Mark Norman's YouTube channel.
AndrewYoungblood.com. That'll be listed there.
At No Youngblood on Instagram.
At No Youngblood on Instagram. On Twitter or X or whatever the hell you call it.
Twix.
And,
baby.
and all that stuff, yeah.
Great. I love it. All right, Daniel, let's jump into story 2.
I have to tell everybody.
Trigger warning.
This is super gross.
Okay.
Amen.
Good. Thank you. So
And-
if you're eating, just be careful. Put it down.
And
Put down the
super
whole
dumb.
Great.
Super dumb, super
I don't
gross.
mind super dumb.
Okay.
Super gross. I'm just letting
like 'em
people know.
both.
You like them both.
I'm so glad this is
He
story
also
2.
likes boats.
Because anybody that needs to take a break, we have gotten to your guys' plugs. People know where to find all you. If they don't make it to mine, that's my own fault.
No, Dan.
Okay?
Listen, you've triggered enough. You've warned enough. We've warned you enough.
It's not like obviously, you guys know me at this point.
No.
There's no animals getting hurt.
Right. No, we know.
Yeah,
Someone pooped in somebody's food.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Sent in by David Fournier at DP Fournier 2.
I think this is a new person sending in.
I'm not familiar with David Fournier.
David Fournier.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Doctors remove bugs from Florida man's nose.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Florida man is breathing easier. Now,
Is this the New York Post?
HuffPost.
No. What? Breathing easier. You can't make
Post.
that. Come on, you're better than that.
He literally is.
He is breathing. I mean, that's
I don't think they meant it as a joke.
he got a little nosy when it came to the
But I guess it goes both ways.
nosing around in the old insect patch.
Florida man is breathing easier now that live bugs have been removed from his nose. The unidentified patient.
Did you see what I just did? I just was like this.
Yeah.
You just automatically are
It does make you itch a little bit.
right? It's like, I don't like it. God damn it.
The unidentified patient went to a hospital earlier this month
Okay.
after noticing his whole face felt like it was on fire.
Oh.
Isn't that a Weekend song?
That,
No, that you
I
can't
feel
feel
my
it. He was
face.
feeling it.
yeah.
According to a Friday report by Jacksonville's First Coast News. It wasn't until recently that his symptoms became serious. According to the man, the symptoms started how long ago? Now, here's what we already know. He's got bugs in his nose. His face feels like it's on fire.
I got blisters on my fingers.
That's when he went to the hospital.
I got bugs
How
in my
long-
nose and I can't say that. Spirits in my nose and I can't say
Very good.
that.
Very good. We're going to get sued. Actually, parody law. Parody law.
Parody law.
Okay.
We may change
How
that.
long do you think he had symptoms before he goes, you know what? It's on fire. I got to go to the hospital.
Hey, what if he tried the hot chip challenge?
2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
For me.
Week and a half.
Randy, week and a half.
That's 10 days.
5 days.
5 days. It wasn't until recently his symptoms became serious, although according to the man, the symptoms started 4 months ago.
Whoa! What are you doing? Get those
crazy,
bugs out of your
dude.
nose,
What are you
bro.
doing?
I think
Wild.
Justin Bieber said it best, you need to learn to love yourself.
Right?
That's
and
crazy.
also listen to what's going on. Like the lifespan of a bug.
The ability of people to ignore things.
The lifespan of a bug is less than 4 months. These are generations of bugs that are in your nose.
He gets his peaches out in Georgia.
So he has also, he had, his face is on fire.
Face
he
on
had
fire.
some sort of like,
Yeah, it's
like this sort of, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. What's wrong with me? Whatever. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm saying that he then goes on to say, quote, over a couple of hours, my face just started swelling. My lips swelled. I could hardly talk.
Right.
The patient told First Coast News, I couldn't even get up to go to the bathroom without my nose starting to bleed.
Okay. Again, this is the guy whose house is on fire and he walks to the fridge and gets a beer.
Yes, we've had this. We talked about that guy.
Right?
He saved Bud Light.
Yeah. What are we doing?
What are
It's a
you
real
doing?
story.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. The man visited HCA, Florida Memorial Hospital in Jacksonville, and consulted with Dr. David Carlson,
Right.
an ear, nose, and throat specialist.
Also sounds like a cop.
Yeah, a little bit.
An ear, nose, and throat specialist who was on call, which to me is a fun little wrinkle.
That
because
tells
this
you
guy
that-
was just trying to have a weekend with the kids. He knew he was on call.
I'm going to be on call this weekend.
like,
Nothing's
God
going
damn
to
it.
come in.
Ear, nose, and throat,
What?
baby.
What? Is someone going to come in with like?
I'm not gonna-
bugs in their
has
nose
their-
for 4 months. What?
They have bugs in their nose for
crazy.
4 months.
I'm not going to miss the birthday party. It's fine. I'm on call.
5 minutes. I'll just take this call. I'll be right back. Your job keeps you out late at night too. I'm not the only one who's the villain,
I'm
Susan.
going to ask you guys here at this point in the story, listeners, if you've made it this far, enjoy.
How many bugs?
How many bugs?
Do we know what the bugs were?
Oh, we'll get
Yeah, it's
God,
coming.
oh, boy.
It's coming.
If it's a
that's the
cockro-
boat story.
It's a cockroach. I'm walking out of here.
That's the boat story.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Cockroach.
Very cool sex worker name. Okay. probably a dude. Okay. How many bugs? Andrew, you want to go first, Tig, or third? You pick where you want to go. How many bugs were in this man's nose? Where do you want to go? You want to go off the bat?
Yeah, I'll go last.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going
Jay,
to
what do you think? 40. 8,000. I think they're aphids.
8,000?
8,000 aphids.
I'm going to say somewhere between 40 and 8,000.
Thank you. We do a range here. We set the parameters.
I'm thinking 200 bugs.
Okay.
200.
Florida man is definitely breathing easier.
Because how many
Because
bugs?
Dr. Carlson found in his nose 150 live bugs.
Wow. He's right.
Yes.
You were right.
Yes. Carlson was shocked when he looked inside the man's nose with a camera. He saw dozens and dozens of bugs feeding on the nose and sinus cavity, some as big as the end of his pinky.
What? I thought you were going to say end of his penis, and I was like, why is he judging it based on? He's like, why do I have to pull my pants down? It's in my nose. He's like, just cough. Look to the left and cough.
And to the bigger your pinky. I mean,
Pretty big.
That is
like, are we going knuckling out?
No,
or just
I think it's just the tip. Just the tip.
Just first story,
But
too.
even then.
Okay. Even then.
Even then, that's fucking huge.
That's his coat finger. First story.
true.
First story.
Yes.
It's like a who's on first.
Yeah, I know. We combine all these stories. Here's our pitch for a movie. Okay.
Bugs in the nose.
He goes in, sees
I mean, this would be a great sequel to A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
If it all took
Bug's
place.
Strife.
A Bug's Strife. It all takes place
Inside
in
Out.
his nose.
I know it's horrible, but I just want everybody to understand. They're feeding on the nose and sinus cavity.
Yeah.
Quote, I knew I was in big trouble. There was erosion. I knew he was in big trouble. This is the doctor.
Yeah.
I knew he was in big trouble. There was erosion that was occurring near the skull base in very close proximity to his eye and brain. At first, the physician tried using suction to remove the insects,
But they
which
wouldn't
were
come out.
in the larval stage, but they were too large, and he had to extract them one by one from the man's nose.
Damn.
They don't say, so we can't guess, but this had to take hours.
Yeah. At
least an hour.
Honey, I'm not going to be at your aunt's.
The answer coming from inside the house.
Oh, God.
They were right up against his skull base, right under his brain. Had they gone through that, they could have killed him.
Yeah.
This is like this is what happened in The Mummy.
Listen to your body. Yes, Imhotep.
Stop! Don't say that, dude.
Imhotep.
Don't say old Egyptian or Latin words out loud. We're gonna get a ghost in here.
Sanskrit.
The boast. I'm good at this. The bugs have been sent to an epidemiologist to determine their species.
They're nose bugs.
The patient is expected to make a full recovery.
Japanese nose bug.
This is the dumbest part of this story, maybe.
I mean,
it's dumb because it's so simple, and everybody needs to think about this.
Just listen to your body.
It remains a mystery how the larvae got inside the man's nose. But
all right, I'm into smelling garbage up close. Why am I a bad guy?
Next time on My Strange Addiction. But he told First Coast News that the problem might have stemmed from his bad hygiene habits when handling dead fish.
Okay.
Are
you smell? He definitely has a fetish to smell dead fish.
Well, that's what I thought too. What are you
definitely
about?
Puts his
bad
nose
hygiene. You tie them to your body,
stick them in your nose, rub up.
No, it's so much simpler. So
they wash their hand. They don't wash their hands. They cut it up.
His nose.
He goes like this. He picks the nose. It's up there, and then it multiplies. And that's
he
how
doesn't wash his hands, and he picks his nose.
Andrew gets this.
Right.
Quote: We'll get out of here on this.
Loves boats.
Before I would rinse my hands in the river. Now I'll use cleaner to do a better job and not touch my nose or hand. Jeez. So yes, he would catch fish, probably clean them by the river, or just catch them and whatever. Then he would wash his hands in river water, which is crazy.
Don't do.
And then rub his hands or whatever. I mean, don't do this, people.
Dummy.
So he probably went into like a larva patch, had it on his hands, rubs his nose.
Larva patch.
Or was
maybe
like, cool.
gave it a pick. No one's around.
He definitely gave it a pick.
Or he was like, you guys dare me to snort these larvae?
I mean,
that's how 2 kids died.
Snorting larvae?
2 kids died. Do you remember? 2 kids died because they were impersonating Ozzy Osbourne and they snorted fire ants. And they fucking went in there.
See, dumb. Parents, teach your children well. All right, that's story number 2.
Jay, you got the final story up in this piece.
Tell us, can people come back? It's probably not gross, right?
Yeah. Yes, come back to the table. This is a Florida man doing what a Florida man does.
So we didn't find out what kind of bug?
Nope.
No. All right.
I think
in the larva state.
I think they were ladybugs. I prefer to think they were good luck.
It's got to be some kind of mite.
This is the most
Yeah, definitely like a
Florida man marital argument you've ever heard.
I cannot wait to hear. We come back, we'll hear what Dan's got going on. Prep is special, which is, as this thing drops, is probably only a couple weeks away. Yep. All that stuff on the other side of the break. It's Dumb People Time with Andrew Youngblood. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, want to talk about BetterHelp? They are sponsoring the show, and if you know anything about me, my wife is a therapist. I have been in my own therapy. We all have been in our own therapy. We understand the value of it.
Great thing for your life.
This is, you talk to people who work out and take care of their bodies. This is a way to take care of your soul and your mind. This is a way for you to feel better about things in your life and to understand yourself in a whole new way, a new perspective. Sometimes it's just getting it out and speaking the things that are inside of you out to a person that is it goes so far in helping you out.
Yeah, and I think that's why if you're thinking of starting therapy, you should really give BetterHelp a try.
Yes.
It's a great place to explore that outlet. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible. It suits your schedule, which is great. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists. I love this. I say it all the time. You can switch therapists at any time, no charge.
Yeah. So I want you to find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/DPT today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DPT. So most of my wardrobe is Faraday clothes.
Yeah, that's just what it is. That's good because they're a part of this show.
I love it. So this I would get it if they were a part of this show. This is the truth. If they were not a part of this show.
There are so many like hoodies that I'm like, I'm going to wear this hoodie and then I'm just going to like walk along the beach and somebody's going to see me and be like, where you been? And I'm like, I'm wearing this. I don't really know. This isn't a great story, but I feel so like you just want it. Like you think of ways in which you can wear these clothes just when you pick them up, let alone how awesome they are.
Dan, so we post as comedians, we go out and shoot stand up, or we do stand up and then we post clips of ourselves. I'm just going to tell you, I look at every single post of stand up clip that we posted. I'm wearing something from Faraday.
You do.
I was wearing a light blue button down, not this shirt, but an all light blue button down.
You stand in the things you stand behind.
And in the movement chinos. And I'm like, I look great. Yeah. Thank you, Faraday, for making all this stuff.
Sun sweatshirt that I have that has like the rays of the sun.
Phenomenal.
So many people, when I post something on it, they ask, "Where'd you get that?" It is Faraday. They make comfortable clothes that are cool clothes.
I want to make sure they say this. They're movement sweaters. They have Cool Max Tech to keep you cool and comfortable all day. Plus, they got new colors of their best-selling Movement 5-pocket pant.
Amazing.
Check them out. Listeners of our show, go to Faraday Brand. They can get 20% off when you go to FaradayBrand.com/DPT. Enter code 20DPT at checkout. I'm going to say it again. Faraday Brand is offering 20% off your first order when you enter promo code 20DPT at checkout. Go to FaradayBrand.com/DPT and check them out.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Before we get to the final story, Daniel, how can people support you in the best way
Special coming up.
Go to DanielVanKirk.com. That'll keep you up to date with everything I'm going. It's brand new. Green Ivy Creative created it. It's awesome. Super easy to read and scroll. The reason I want you to go there is because my special drops on April 17th, or I don't know when is what that you're listening to this. It might be out already. Go check it out. It's probably up on my YouTube channel because unless somebody backed up a truckload of money, I just want to get my stand-up out there for everybody to be able to watch and see, because I'd rather sell you tickets and have you come to a show. So go to DanielVanKirk.com, watch Rose Gold. Andrew opened up for that special. How insane was that first crowd?
It was great.
First crowd.
He did 2 shows.
They were both amazing.
Both great shows. I remember watching the first one. I go, well, you don't have to worry about the second. It's done. You're good.
Yeah.
And the second one was good as well.
Great. It was
great.
It
was very good. But that first one was magical. Yeah. It was, even like the opening sets, like this guy went up, he murdered, I go up, and it was just like
Kyle Scanlon.
You couldn't do wrong. It was just one of those magical shows.
At the Lincoln Lodge, no less. So that's out there. It might already be out. Go watch it right now, which means Andrew's is already out right now. Who knows? Check us out. And then watch Wine Club. It's we got to be getting into wine season, right?
It is
something like that.
It is wine season.
Yeah, I love this movie. I think you will love it too. This will go great to my last thing I want to promo. Andrew and I do a monthly show together in Houston. The Secret Group is my home club. if you've seen me do comedy in the last 6-7 years and you thought that was pretty good, I bet you I developed it at the Secret Group. So I go there every month to run a whole bunch of sets and work on new stuff. Guys, I open my hour with a bit that I started doing in September. I shot this in November because the Secret Group is such a great place to go to.
I love it.
I developed it there.
Great.
We do a special, what is it called? What is our show called? A special show?
The greatest monthly comedy show of all time.
Yes, it's so fun.
It sounds like the Princeton, New Jersey flea market.
Gazette. People come out to the show, comics do a set, and then we do Never Have I Ever with the comic and the audience.
It's a good time.
It's so much fun. It's a great show. It's a party. So that'll be coming up every single month. Go to DanielVanKirk.com.
All right, let's jump into the last story. Let's do it. All right, this is sent in by Jake Roney at Jake Roney. Florida man hurls Oreos at wife during argument over empty coffee maker. Deputies say. By the way, hurls Oreos is not like pelts her with Oreos.
It's not that dangerous.
Hurl feels no deputies should be saying anything about this. Right, hurls is. You kind of overhand skyhook it at her.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
Like you don't hurl. Is it like hucks it at her?
Also, I love Oreos so much.
I love Oreos so much.
But I'm also at a place in my life.
If I hurled a sleeve of Oreos,
I would dive for it like the most desperate person at the wedding going for the bouquet.
So here's what's happening. Dan is reading a book, and I hurl a sleeve of Oreos.
Like a golden retriever.
He doesn't even know. He does not even look up from the book, hand up, catches the Oreos, open it up, and just starts popping them in.
Dude, I thought you were tossing raw, dude. Tossing raw. Tossing raw.
Sleeve.
Also from the first story.
Tossing raw. First story. Dan,
I eat them so rarely. I'm just saying, I eat them so rarely. I love them so much that even just what you've already said,
your mouth is watering.
I'm mad about wasting Oreos.
Right. Why are you wasting Oreos?
I think that's the worst cookie.
Really?
That is my least favorite
we
cookie
can get
of all
into cookies.
Guys, that's it for Andrew Youngblood.
No.
Come on, that's not. There's so many better.
Dan, what is your?
I agree. There's better.
Dan, what is your Girl Scout cookie again? And
Samoas?
No. Absolutely. I just ate it. We just
Those
ate
are pretty damn good.
They're fine.
Those are
not
good.
as good
Those
as
are
not even close to a frozen zip code as a frozen Thin Mint. It's not even close.
You don't want a frozen Thin Mint thrown at you.
Those would hurt.
Yeah.
That's like, do you remember
Samoa's everybody's
James
friend.
Bond when the guy threw the hat and it decapitated?
That would be Odd Job.
Then he
decapitated
decapitated a statue. You could decapitate someone with if you were an ultimate frisbee or frolfer, you could take off someone's head with it. All right. A Florida man. Let's get into it.
So good. Everybody, you know what? A lot of people bring pies to my
they're
shows.
not that good.
I will accept Samoas.
I'll take frozen. We'll take frozen Thin Mints. Thin Mints all day. A Florida man has found himself behind bars. Yeah.
Of course.
Don't you hurl those at me. When normally he spent much of his life in front of a bar, folks. After he allegedly hurled a package of Oreo. Allegedly. We don't even know if he did it. He's behind bars. Hurled a package of Oreo cookies at his wife during an argument about the coffee maker not having any water in it, according to the deputies.
Well, at least they're happy.
That's a fair argument, though. I went to make coffee, and it's your job every once in a while to put coffee water in it. Do you drink coffee in the morning?
I drink coffee all the time.
So who puts the coffee? Who makes it in the Nespresso in your house?
I live alone, so
just you.
Had to make it sad.
You're gonna train those kids.
Yeah.
Goddamn,
That's
part of it.
Do it.
Did you guys reach a point where you let the kids make the coffee?
Yeah, so Noah's into making it now, and she'll
it's a
be
little
like,
fun little thing.
She made a little sign. Noah's coffee
Do you let
shop.
him drink it?
Sorry. No, I don't let her drink it because she doesn't need help staying up.
How old?
She's 10.
Okay, a little too young for coffee.
Too young for coffee. Okay. My son doesn't want it. He doesn't like it. All right. Ready for this?
like me.
Ready for this dude's name?
Yeah.
John Sandoval. We got a new Scandoval.
Oh, yeah.
John
Vanderpump Rules.
Jacob Sandoval. We'll get into how old he was. His coffee is not warm. Was arrested and charged with felony domestic battery. Yeah, dude, you can't throw stuff at your
assault.
Right. On a person. Well, I think it's on a person 65 years or older.
Yeah,
you cannot throw a sleeve
on an elderly person.
Can't do it. That's elder abuse. After the incident that unfolded on Saturday morning, according to an affidavit from the Lake County Sheriff's Office, Sandoval's wife, who he has been married to and cohabitating with
years.
for over how many years? You say 35?
Yep.
40.
40 years? 43. One of you is exactly right.
35. Staying with me.
I'm staying, but
40.
I do kind of think
I'm gonna
you're
go.
right.
I'm gonna go 40.
staying.
I'm gonna
You going
switch to 40. Yeah. Get your answers in. You made a great call. It is 40.
Hey!
That's rare when you make the right jump.
I got to put some bets in.
That's right, man. You're doing great.
Some skin in that game.
Was sitting at a table when she and her husband got into a verbal argument about the coffee maker not having any water in it, the report said. I'm so glad the report detailed that.
Yeah.
Argument will guarantee take longer than it would have to have made more coffee.
More coffee.
That's right.
Pour it in there. Stop. Why are you arguing with me?
They've been together that long. How many times do you think she had to forget to do this before he reached his boiling point?
Or how many times has she threatened to call the cops if he argues with her?
Thank God. And even though it does seem trivial with the Oreos, like Andrew said, assault's assault. If you're throwing anything
at someone,
we either already are hitting or definitely going to eventually.
Dan, you are so right.
How many cookies must be thrown until you leave? That's all I'm saying.
How many cookies?
If I was the cop, I'd be like, you fucking wasted these Oreos.
How many Oreos does it take to change a light bulb?
I would go one more click on the handcuffs just because of the wasted
Extra
Oreos.
tight on the Oreo waist. Scandival became aggressive and chucked a package of Oreo cookies that hit her in the chest, causing her to fall, according to Dad.
So I'm thinking it's full package.
Full package.
I mean,
old.
40 years of married, they're at least in their 60s, which isn't super old, but you never know about somebody's health at that age.
Yeah,
Could have met at 30.
Yeah.
But either way, you could throw somebody's balance off.
Sure.
Or she just tried to dodge it and then fell over.
I like to think it was one cookie and she was just being dramatic.
Yeah,
like,
I hope it was one cookie too, and she was like falling down, and as she's falling, she's going, "Got you, motherfucker!"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Call
See
the
you,
cops.
bitch.
You got caught.
We're done. We're done with this abusive.
This is a woman
asshole.
who's got 911 on her phone.
Good.
At all
See,
times.
Alexa's got it on film, so
Right.
it's covered.
Good.
That's right. All right. This is where it turns into why the cops are there. While she was on the ground, Scandival allegedly put his hands on her throat, but did not restrict her airway.
Okay.
Get him out.
Dark.
Get him out.
It's got dark.
Get him out.
Yeah.
Get out.
The incident wasn't reported until the next day after the woman's daughter urged her mother to press charges.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn.
Enough of this shit.
Get him out.
Deputies did not observe any obvious injuries to the woman, the affidavit said. Deputies caught up with Scandival, who admitted to picking up a package of cookies and throwing them at her, the affidavit said.
Wait,
but he
is
said
his name really Scandival?
No, it's Sandoval.
Oh. I literally started thinking,
No,
his name
he
is
said
Sandoval?
he believed it hit her in the head, but he wasn't sure. She said chest.
She said chest. You said head. You made it worse.
How much are you not paying attention to what you just did?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got 40 years of being
He's a
piece of
casual
shit.
cookie thrower.
Yeah.
That's not good.
He said he had no recollection of grabbing her throat.
Oh, that's fitting.
You
Did I do that?
This guy sucks.
Did I
grab her throat?
By the way, a cookie tosser does sound like something bad in
It
prison.
really does.
Or something
Yeah.
great on a boat.
Yeah.
You
First story.
You cookie tosser.
I mean, in the bedroom, it sounds okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? So can choking.
I tossed her
Yeah.
cookies.
Consensual.
If
All
it's
about consent,
consensual.
baby.
Consensual choking with no airway
You can throw
restriction.
cookies at me if I want it. You can choke me if I want it. If I
Consent-
don't, get your ass to jail.
Sandoval.
First story.
It happened yesterday. Did I grab her throat?
Did I? Yesterday.
Piece of shit.
Did I?
Shout out daughter and woman hero. Of this
Shout
story,
out.
doing what's
Shout
right.
out.
Shout out. All right.
Could be a slur, too. Cookie tosser.
cookie tosser.
You know,
Cookie
like,
tosser.
oh, those.
Damn cookie
Cookie
tossers.
tossers.
Cookie tossers.
Down,
You know
it's
what?
down
Cute
at the
one, though.
plant.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
Those and plural is never good.
Yeah.
Those damn enter group of people.
Although, couldn't you guys also see yourself being a little bit high watching an episode of How It's Made and then being like, these workers are called cookie tossers. Like- and it totally makes sense for what
It's
you're
just old
seeing.
ladies like picking up the cookies.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Like to get the
making sure
cinnamon
they're
on
not
'em.
broken.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
sift it through a pan.
Yes.
Yeah,
God, I love
In
How
a
It's
giant
Made.
drum.
How It's Made has to
It was
come
the
back.
best. It really was.
I always wanted to see an episode about bowling balls, and I never got to.
Was that the one Mark Summers was the host of, or is that a
Was he the
different one?
narrator for
There
that?
was a
Mark
narrator.
Summers was I double dare.
I think he was. Yeah, he was double dare, but he also I think he was a narrator to
Yeah, he had a
one of
touring
those
food
shows.
show,
The
too.
Mark,
Yeah.
the Mark Summers fight with Burt Reynolds on the Tonight Show.
is
That's all people need to know.
Oh, yeah.
That's all people need to
That
know.
is it's pretty excellent.
Dan, have you seen it?
Of course.
it is incredible.
I mean, for my money, I'll always take Andy Kaufman with Letterman, but that one is.
This
This was
fucking
real.
real.
Dude.
This
I know.
is real.
I
That
know.
was
nothing
not real.
fake about
But I don't know how
What
much
do
they
you
told
like
Dave.
in that situation?
Fine, but
when you
like
watched
that
it?
was not
Oh,
real.
and Mark Summers.
Yeah,
versus
your team
Burt
Mark or
Reynolds?
your team
Burt
Burt?
Reynolds
Mark
would have
Summers.
destroyed him.
I'm
Well,
Team
no,
Summers.
not who would have won in a
Oh, I'm
fight.
super on Team Summers.
Team Summers all the way.
Burt Reynolds
Burt was
couldn't
a
handle
little-
it. He
He's a
gave
dick
him-
in the clip.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a dick.
He was a bit
and
of a dick.
and he was saying to him, "Don't turn your back on me." He's like, he's talking to Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're no longer the guest.
Yeah.
You moved down the couch.
Yeah. Right.
He doesn't
You were
have
the
to
You were also the first guest. You were the most important
Right.
one.
Yeah.
What? Can't you just sit there while this guy tells his story?
Have you not
Also,
been on a show? You've
there
moved aside?
also in the right sense, right? Just like the right way to throw cookies or find out someone wants to be choked. In the right sense,
it's fun.
It's sort of cool for Burt Reynolds to want to be part of the conversation.
100%.
That is, what an honor to be like, oh, you care about this? That is not the way to do it.
Yeah.
Like if Burt had been like, he'd be like, hey, I want to hear about this too.
Yeah.
But that, he comes from that generation of niceness is weak and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Old the Sean Connery generation. Where he's like, every once in a while,
although
slap
like
a
you
woman.
could
You're like,
see Summers being a little. You could see Summers being a little bit of a dick in that.
Oh, and he was.
I like that. though.
He got prickly as soon as he kind
You
of
guys
got
know me. You've all spent so much time.
You're like us. You will not start a fight. I will end everyone.
How nice am I until someone goes, no, we're not being nice to each other, and then I go, oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, this is where you get to see the other side of living in Chicago.
What's going on, buddy?
You're the king of being a polite dickhead.
Yeah.
Like you're really good at it. You've always been
Dude, that's your next album.
Hey, I give people what they're asking for.
Polite dickhead, Daniel Van Kirk. The follow up to Rose Gold. All right, here we go. How old? We'll get out of here on this.
40 years of marriage.
40 years of marriage. The Oreo.
Do you want to go first?
Oreo
or last?
abuser.
Pick your spot.
John Sandoval.
Pick your
What
spot.
year was this? Does it say?
Who cares?
This year.
It does matter.
They're married
This year.
40 years.
This is
I
the
know,
worst
still
thing to
matters.
happen to a Sandoval in the history of this country.
We're going off when it's printed anyway.
I'm going 69 again.
Love that.
Going back to 69. I
Randy?
think that's pretty close.
I think he's 63.
I think he's 67.
One of you is 1 year off.
66.
64.
I was staying.
No, you got to go one up.
68.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm not good at math.
I refuse to listen to you. I'm not good at this
Andrew's
game.
like, I said what I
I
said.
thought it was like we're closer. Whoever's
No, no,
closer.
You're going to be. You could be anyway.
You're going down 68. Get your answers in.
Okay.
Go see Andrew's new special on Mark Norman's YouTube channel.
AndrewYoungblood.com, Mark Norman's YouTube channel, any of that.
I'll tell you this.
Follow me on Instagram. I'll post it everywhere. You won't be able to not see it. So
watch Daniel's special. Watch Wine Club. Come see us in Minneapolis. Come see us live. That's how you support us. Super special. John,
or join our Patreon.
Yeah, join our Patreon. A great way to
so
support
much
us. If we get 500 members, we're going to do a hot chip challenge.
Yes.
And we're on our way. So
have you ever done the hot chip? One single hot chip?
Just saying it, I'm like a little nervous.
I bought 3 of them, and they had them at my house.
Yeah.
And when I would be drinking with friends, I'd be like, "You ever do this hot chip challenge?" And they go, "I could do that, no problem." And then I would just watch my friends cry, and it was kind of awesome.
Dan, okay.
I never did it. I'm a pussy.
Dan,
so
I will. The only way I will do it is as I'm putting the chip in my mouth, be pouring milk into my mouth.
We'll have milk.
I don't think that helps.
I think
you're done.
We'll have milk on standby.
I just want strawberry quick.
I'd be worried about
Or a
the
milkshake.
after.
I'll drink a straight up milkshake. I think that would do it.
Done. I'll have that for you too.
I'll like 500 members. You got to join our Patreon.
Also, in the meantime, you just get weekly, awesome, more Dumb People Town shit from the 3 of us.
That's the greatest.
And story. You guys, have we told people?
Oh yeah. We have a voicemail where you can leave a voice.
We got to stop burying this lead of this new shit with our Patreon.
So it's 213-839-8322. That is
you can call in if you are witnessing dumb happen. If dumb just happened to you or a dumb story from your
life.
life.
Leave us a dumb message and we'll break it down.
Dumb hotline. We go live.
It's our dumb hotline.
We go live.
All right.
Okay. That's all on Patreon.
Can I drop one more thing?
Yeah. You want to plug your show?
Yeah, I got a podcast called The Mess Hall. Come out every Tuesday. Check it out. We give good advice.
I'm going to be
bad advice.
or I might be right now, depending on when you listen to this.
Yeah, ton of good guests, different people all the time. Please check it out.
All right, check that out.
All right.
You said 68. You said 64. I switched to.
I went 66 lightning strikes.
66. John Sandoval. The worst thing to happen to a Sandoval was 70 years old.
Wow.
There you go.
I'll tell you
show.
this. No Youngblood. All right, buddies.
All right, guys. That was so fun. Thanks for joining us. We love you guys. Thanks for supporting all of us as comedians and in podcasters. And we love you. No shit. We got to get back to work.
Bye.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.